Good evening. I'm here with the witness of the crime that happened tonight at 63rd Street. John Gooding, age 35, was shot and killed in his own house. We are here with Brad McLevin, the neighbor of John. Brad, did you happen to see anything tonight?
Well, good evening, sir. I was watching Dr. Phil in my living room a few houses down. I heard some loud popping sounds, like boom, 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 you know. My wife, Cheryl, I asked her what the date was because it sounded like the 4th of July, but it was not.
Did you happen to see anything from your window?
I walked outside to see what was going on. I saw a silhouette ride through the streetlight on a lawnmower.
A lawnmower? You didn't happen to see his face?
No, I did not. I didn't have my glasses on.
Well, thank you for your time, sir. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Good afternoon, Mr. McDonald. Before we start the interview, I'd like to read you your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed for you. You understand? I know you've had a long day so far, so I brought you number 7 with root beer from McDonald's.
Thanks so much. It's been a very long day. Why am I here?
Just let me know if you'd like anything else. But the reason we have you here today is because we need to know if you're doing anything on June 15th.
I don't know. I mean, it was a normal day for me. I started my day at 6 o'clock and went out and began mowing lawns. Then went to bed early because it was another early morning the next day. And I have my own company, McDonald's Lawn Care.
Wow, good for you. Having your own company is really impressive. When did you start that company?
Age 19.
Jeez, you've been doing it for a while now. I'm sure you've had a ton of clients, but by any chance are you familiar with John Gooding?
Yeah, but I haven't cut his grass in years.
Are you aware that his house was broken into and he was murdered on the night of June 15th?
No, that's terrible. Why would I be aware of that if I haven't cut his grass in years?
Well, why'd you stop cutting his lawn?
I can't remember, but I think he just found someone else, I guess.
Sorry to hear that. Losing customers without any communication is never ideal. I'm going to leave this room for a bit and talk with my other colleagues. Why don't you enjoy your meal, and I'll be back shortly. Take your time eating. We're in no hurry.
Okay.
We know where you were on the night of June 15th. So, where were you truly, Mr. McDonald?
I told you already. I was asleep early after a long day.
Cut the crap. You do not have time for these games. You either admit to me where you were, and you get a reduced sentence. Otherwise, we're gonna have to do this the hard way. And I promise, I can promise, you're gonna regret that.
What are you talking about? I have nothing to do with this, and I haven't cut his grass in years.
Mr. Gooding is a wealthy man. He's a wealthy man, and your business is struggling. It is struggling down to the bottom core. What were you doing on June 15th? The night of June 15th. I need the answers now.
First off, my company is not struggling. I'm very proud of what I have accomplished so far. I'm a business owner and do not ever disrespect my business again. I don't need money, and I haven't been to his house in years. Why would I now?
You say your business is struggling? Not according to your bank statements. For the last 3 years, your company has been declining in revenue substantially. How could you not be struggling when you were just passing by before? Give me the answers I need, and do not lie.
I pay my bills on time, and I am getting more and more patient as we speak. I'm not struggling. I'm doing just fine for myself, and we are doing great as a business.
I'm going to ask you one more time to give me honesty. One more time. Your company car was in the neighborhood a few times days before the murder of Mr. Gooding. Why? Why could that be?
That's because I have clients in his neighborhood.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I spoke with plenty of people in the neighborhood. You're down to just one client. One single client in the neighborhood. You only cut their lawn once previously in that week. What led you to be there the other days?
Well, I was out cutting grass late. Maybe I made a wrong turn or something. I don't appreciate you accusing me of this. I don't need any money and would never do this.
Whatever you say. We'll be back in a few. Well, hello again, Mr. McDonald. I'd like to continue where we left off. We have the facts, and you can't keep denying them. The murder of Mr. Gooding occurred on June 15th at approximately 10 p.m. You were seen in the neighborhood at 9:32 p.m. according to security footage. Claiming you were cutting one of your client's lawns. Is that right? Well, who would still be cutting lawn at almost 10 p.m.? You can't even see.
I was out late cutting lawns, and I was just sitting there in my mower. It has been a long day, and I accidentally fell asleep. This murder was not me. I'm sorry, but you have the wrong guy.
Why would you have been near his house at nearly 10 p.m. when you should be sleeping for these early mornings that you keep talking about? Also, your client isn't even neighbors with Mr. Gooding, so this would not add up.
I didn't do this. I didn't have anything to do with this. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna go to jail.
Then why was there dry blood found in the lawnmower? On the handlebars, why was there dry blood?
I can't do this anymore. I can't. I had no money. And I had debts to pay. There's no other way. I didn't even mean to shoot him. He just caught me by surprise.
Why did you do it? Why could you take an innocent man's life? How could you do this to somebody? I do not understand.
I had no money. He had all the money in the world. I couldn't pay what I needed to pay. I had no way to get the money. I didn't want to do this. I reloaded my pistol, cocked it back, and shot him twice. His body dropped onto the floor, and there were teardrops in his eyes. He grabbed me by my hands and said he was afraid to die. I told him it's too late, my friend. It's time to say goodbye. And he died inside my arms. Blood all on my shirt.
Mr. McDonald, you're being arrested for the murder of Mr. Gooding.